Hi, I'm Rose, and welcome to another episode of This Old Quilt. Today, my good friend Debbie is traveling in Europe with her sister, and we wish her the best with her travels. But we've decided that we're going to talk about embellishing quilts with crystals. Now, there may be varying opinions about the use of crystals, but Debbie and I really like to use crystals on antique quilts. It gives them a modern spark. It can help to bring your eye to a particular place in an antique quilt where you want to highlight certain stitching or certain colors or handwork. And so we have embraced using crystals, and over time have really had a lot of compliments with the use of crystals. So let me tell you a little bit about crystals. The brand that I prefer is a brand called Hot Fix Crystals. And these are Swarovski crystals, which are very high quality, and they give me the sparkle that I really like for my quilts. They come in a variety of colors and sizes, and depending on the design that you are creating, you may want to mix and match colors and sizes of crystals. This is a small sample of a antique 1930s wedding ring, just a quilt block that we repaired, and I went ahead and quilted it, and it has the binding on it, so it is now ready for crystals. What I like to do when I'm planning my crystals is to lay them out to see if it gives the effect that I'm trying to accomplish with my crystals. The tool, the rhinestone applicator, is an electric tool that you have to allow to heat up like a curling iron, and it has different tips and different sizes of tips that match the size of crystal that you are using. You allow it to heat up, and so I've chosen 4 green crystals. Peridot is the color, and those are 4mm size crystals. It's one of my favorite sizes. And once your applicator is warm, you can go ahead and apply the crystal. Now I count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I insert a pin and I press down on the crystal and I lift the tool. Voila, there is a crystal. And the heat from the applicator causes the glue that's impregnated on the back of the crystal to melt into the fibers and adhere. So it can be a tedious process if you're using many crystals, but it's worth every minute. So we're going to go ahead and apply the rest of these crystals. And so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I stick my pin in, and I lift and I hold the crystal in place. And we'll do another one here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, something that I have found over the years in applying crystals is that with the antiques, we embrace imperfection, and adding crystals can actually help to sort of camouflage some of those imperfections, yet highlight the intent and the beauty in the block. In addition, the crystals are quite durable. If you use this brand of Hot Fix, I have used lesser expensive brands and have had very poor results with crystals popping off either at a quilt show or when a crystal is in use. I've laid out on the frame a quilt that is completed that I'd like for you to take a look at. This is an antique Lone Star quilt that Debbie and I completed, and you can see these crystals are highlighted in the center of the quilt. This quilt has been in use on a bed with people sleeping in the bed for more than a year, and you can see that all of those beautiful Swarovski crystals are still in place even with regular use. And so I'm quite pleased with the success we've had on those crystals. This particular quilt, these are feed sacks from the 1930s. I bought the 4 diamonds, put the quilt top together. Debbie Warch did the beautiful classic quilting of the wreaths in the corners. Then we framed it and have the beautiful quilting and the binding. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode of This Old Quilt, and I hope that you've enjoyed learning about crystals. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You can follow us on Instagram and YouTube, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. And as well, there's somebody up there that's very happy about the crystals on her antique quilt.